My friends, to a brand new video. Thank you so much for being here once again. Don't forget to subscribe, share, leave a comment or a like. Let's begin with today's topic. It's very interesting. The President of Mexico has surprised many by pouncing on the Canadian mining industry. President Lopez Obrador lashes out against powerful Canadian mining companies. In current history, no other president or previous president had the balls to do it. We are talking about 11,000 million pesos. It's a legal demand against Canadian mines. Canadian mines manipulated prices for over a decade. They manipulated the price of silver. Silver mined in Mexico. It may not be well known, but Canada has many interests in Mexico, especially in the mining industry. Canada decided to respond harshly to Mexico. Canada has decided to cancel all flights from Canada to Mexico. It would appear is trying to cause economic damage against Mexico, a type of economic war without being declared. Most people are used to hearing about United States using financial tactics to punish nations unwilling to follow their policies. Now we can add Canada to that list. Since Manuel Lopez Obrador came to power, he has kept powerful communications respectful communication with neighboring presidents. For the past 4 years, he held a tricky balance of contact with Donald Trump. Currently, he has to communicate with Joe Biden, and it seems that it requires other muscles of the brain. In today's video, we will be talking about Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada. President Manuel Lopez Obrador wants Mexico to be seen or thought as an equal neighbor in comparison to the US and Canada, two powerhouses. Lopez Obrador wants to end the tradition of Mexico getting looted by foreign industries. The neighbors to the north have become looters of the Mexican subsoil. Large Canadian industries are mining Mexican precious metals. In current years, an effort to stop that behavior has been put in march. It is going to be a difficult change. And the reason is some Mexican politicians have a mindset of inferiority to governments from the north or from North America and governments from Europe. Or maybe they are straight corrupt people. Either way, this kind of politicians has delivered millions of hectares to Canadian mining companies in Mexico. The most outraged part about the arrangement is that Mexico had to pay the Canadian companies for mining and getting and doing away with the precious resources. Canada is known as a good neighbor, as a friendly and respectful country. We all know that. The Mexican Constitution protects the natural resources of Mexico. Canada, upset with President Manuel Lopez Obrador actions, the lawsuit made an announcement that appeared to protect his country's citizens' well-being. This statement made by Justin Trudeau did not appear to have anything to do with the mining industry. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, without informing the Canadian people about his manipulating strategy, left out that it was a retaliation against the actions taken by President Lopez Obrador. That's my point of view. In the request of $534 billion from the mining company. I believe Canada's current government is helping FM or First Majestic Corp in the fight against the lawsuit. This announcement was on January 5th, 2021. Services or planes will not begin to fly back and forth until April 30th. The statement indicated it was to help curb the numbers of people affected by COVID. The time lapse is an economic quarter. Hmm? This virus, the virus COVID, it's all over the planet. From my perspective, why are the restrictions only for Mexico and not other countries? I wonder why the same regulations was not applied to California, Miami, even Australia. Those destinations are also considered sunny destinations. But let's talk about the Canadian government. They canceled trips to Mexico City where planes connect to other countries around the world. These actions appear directly to affect Mexico's tourism industry. With these suspensions, Mexico will not receive $782 million. The strange thing about this situation is that flights from New York are still welcome to Canada's largest cities like Ontario, Toronto, Vancouver. Hmm? First Majestic, by keeping the price of precious metals like silver artificially low, made a large profit plus received tax benefits, which is fraud. The Tax Administration Services of Mexico, also known as SAT, has requested half of the full owing amount. Officials are criminally persecuting First Majestic for tax fraud and price scheme. This was said by sources and others with direct knowledge to the crime. Well, Felipe Calderon was president back then in Mexico. These mining companies reached an agreement. The agreement was to loot Mexico, mainly the silver mineral. During 2006 and 2012, administrations authorizations allowed the Canadian mines to sell silver at $4 per ounce, and Majestic, First Majestic, had a company based in Barbados, so they sold the mineral to themselves at 4 cents, and then sold it to the customers at $35. Huh? Felipe Calderon, like I said, was president of Mexico from 2006 to 2012. Hmm? And let me tell you, that Canadian company did not pay tax but received a 22 million in tax back. Now that Mexico has an honest government, Tax Administration Services of Mexico is requesting, or they did that math of how much tax was not paid by these companies, and now they are requesting that money. Well, previous governments never thought that a government like Lopez Obrador was going to win. A government without ties to corporations, nationally or internationally, the ones who historically steal from Latin American nations. Hmm? Other suits on back pay are against Carlos Salinas, a Mexican banker. Hmm? He's being sued for over 40 million pesos. But this Carlos Salinas has 15 other companies, and each one of these companies owe the government 50,000 million. Hmm? So they will have to pay the money back. And you see how these companies get wealthy. They avoid paying taxes. President Lopez Obrador argues that mining companies, manufacturing companies, and other industries need to pay their fair share. Walmart did not want to pay taxes. Coca-Cola, they never pay taxes. But Lopez Obrador hit them with criminal charges. These two companies had to settle their tax bills with the Mexican government. To the moment, the Mexican president has recovered 25 billion pesos. Hmm? Well, my friends, it seems like we have reached the end of this video. At the same time, it seems like FM, First Majestic Corporation, um, doesn't want to pay, but I believe that eventually they will have to pay. They're actually wanting to take this to the North American Free Trade Agreement courts or panels. But I don't believe that that would work for them. They will have to settle with the tax bill. My friends, like I said, we reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for reaching this point of the video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Well, my friends, until next video, and don't forget to help each other, help someone in your neighborhood. Be there for one another. Until next video, ciao, ciao for now. Administration Services of Mexico is suing him for over $40 million. And this person, Carlos Salinas, has 15 other companies. Each of them owes the government 50,000 million pesos. Hmm? Cases that, and many of these companies refuse to pay because they're used to no paying. Hmm? Companies like Walmart, Coca-Cola, hmm? But eventually these companies I just mentioned, they had to pay, and they decided to settle their tax bill with the Mexican government. So far, the Mexican government has recovered 25 billion pesos. Hmm? And I believe that is what First Majestic will have to do. Well, my friends, I have reached the end of this video. Tell me if you like to know more videos about like this one, if you want me to talk more about cases like this, because I have a few videos that I could make. Well, we reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for reaching this point of the video. And like I always say, let's help each other. Hmm? Don't forget to help your neighbor. Until next video, ciao ciao for now.